Oh, well, hello, everybody. So, as I was putting in the date today, I was feeling into that it's nearly 2026. We're nearly there, and I'm very excited about that. And I've been working through lots of things, been releasing lots of old, been releasing lots of things that have been deep, deep within me that just needed to come out and through. And I've had so many experiences that have allowed me to do that. And acknowledging that too, that especially at the end of the year, sometimes we try and really quickly get through some stuff to get to the new year, and acknowledging that it allows us to know that whatever is coming up for us is there for us. It's not against us. And so moving with that and knowing that finding the gift is what I really want to say. Find the gift in everything, because it's there for us to move through and be more of ourselves. So acknowledging that today. My beautiful daughter gave me this beautiful thing up here, and it's my symbol. And so acknowledging all the good things as well, acknowledging all the ways that people love and adore you as well. Because we can get stuck on the negativity of side of things. So what do we need? How do we get it? And what's stopping us for the last recording of the year? What do we need? How do we get it? And what's stopping us? All right, let's see what we've got. We're using Takashi cards today. Treasures from Takashi, I really love them. Simple, great, easy for these things, so we don't go on and on and on and on. Okay, what do we need? Support. And support means support within ourselves, but it also means support from others. So it's not until we can fill our own cup that we can offer anything out or ideally receive what we need as well. So if we're supporting ourselves, then it means others are there and they can support us, or things that might happen in our world, like how our world evolves in supporting us, like with a windfall, or with the exact job that you would really love to have, or a holiday or someone offers you something that you didn't realize that you absolutely wanted, or you might have realized you wanted and had been asking for it, and then there it is. So support we need to be full within ourselves. That's the main message that I'm hearing. What do we need? We need to be full in ourselves. We need to fully support ourselves in all ways that we need it. So giving support and allowing support expands who you are. Do not see requiring support as a failure. Ask for support when you need it, but do not abuse the support of others. You are an integral link in the chain of the beingness. Everything and everyone is connected. Nothing works in isolation. Allow support to reinforce your strengths. Be encouraged to support yourself and your endeavors. So anything that you're doing, start from within. Allow that support to happen. Therefore, then you will know that there is support around you, because a lot of the time if we're not supporting ourselves, no one else around us can support us either. And it will just show up in our world. So what do we need? Support. How do we get it? Humility. Being human, I am the first to put up my hand that is not my favorite thing to do. As such, I've always lived in my spiritual self, but the embodiment that I am coming into now, especially moving into the new world, the embodiment of the humility has become a really deep thing, and it's about love for me. The way that I get to that space in myself is to love myself first and foremost and fully, and then allowing that love of others. Allowing anything that happens, it's like, excuse me, it's allowing that love. How do I love that person more deeply? How do I love myself more deeply so that I can love that person more deeply? So humility. And allow an unpretentious but confident air to surround you. Live your truth lovingly. Be prepared to work in service of others without obvious personal gain. Love and enjoy that you can give and feel good about your place in the big picture. Now is not the time to rock the boat and stand out on your soapbox. So the humility is, they always say, like, when you're a master of something, you're actually quite quiet. When you're, just first learning something, you're going to tell everyone about it and you're going to be, but in the humility of knowing and of being humble within yourself, that's where you actually be quiet. So allowing the support within yourself, allowing the humility, take a moment just to take a breath and really find that inner place that is the truth of you. And the way to do that is slowing down, is finding, as what we would say, find the freckle and just follow that. Just take the time to just breathe into self and follow that. And when you find that, that's when so what do we need support? How do we get it? Humility. What's stopping us? Rhythm. So again, slowing down, finding the freckle, allowing yourself to go within, allowing yourself to do what you need. It might be going for a walk in nature. It might be doing your breath work. It might, whatever it is, just find that space. And after you've finished doing whatever that is, finding your rhythm. You're not here to be everyone else's rhythm. You're not here to fit into the box. You're here to be out of the box. So that's what I'm really hearing. What's in your way is, are you trying to fit into somebody else's box, into the societal box that says you do this at this time because of this, A plus B equals C? Are you trying to fit into that when your spirit and your soul and your being want to find your own rhythm and be more of that? So allowing yourself to find your rhythm and find your space and find your juice and find who you truly are. And that rhythm is yours, that heartbeat, what is it? What is that pulse of you? And how can you then support that? How can you find that, like, deeply going within and finding that humility that this is actually me, and I am so happy about that. So now is time to celebrate. Feel your heartbeat and the rhythm of life. In the movement and flow, everything has cycles and rhythms. Feel and know you're part of this rhythm through the core of your being. Get in touch with your inner self. Do not let disharmony interrupt your rhythm and flow, but dance your dance and sing your song with joy, and others will be infected with the delight of it. Delight is always a word that I get out of these cards. I always get delight a lot, and it's just brings so much joy to me when I feel that. So it's like finding the joy and the rhythm of who you are and allowing yourself to just move with that as we come into 2026. So 2025, we've been completing a lot of cycles that have been from our whole lives. They're cycles that have been running and running and running and running and running and running. And it's like, okay, we're done. We're done with that. We're done. And so that's been, hey Nola, how you going? And it's been happening all this year that we've been able to clear so much, to be able to find that newness in ourselves, that trust and that truth and that wholeness of ourselves. So we've been going off and collecting all of our parts, and we've been bringing them all back to us. So that's why the support within ourselves is really important. You need to find those parts of you. You need to find those and allow them to come back in, because what's been happening is, as we've flicked all of those off with all of our traumas and all of our things that have been happening for our whole lives, we've been flicking them off, and then they become their own sort of, entity. They become their own space. We block that off from the rest of who we are. So we don't feel supported. We don't feel humble. We don't have a rhythm, because everything is fragmented off. So this end of the year is about bringing it all back together, bringing it all back within, starting to slow down and feel what that feels like, to have all of our parts with us. Thank you. Hey, Shona. Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it? Just bringing it back to self, so that when we walk through those gates, I always say it's kind of like a gateway coming into the new. We've got a chance to be new. And so as we walk through that 2026 gateway, Allow yourself to be who you want to be. We've done so much clearing. We've got rid of so much stuff to be able to come into the rhythm of who we are. So I hope that resonates for you guys. Bringing stuff. I don't really like, oh, what do you want for 2026? I'm not really into that, but just that knowing of self, that you are walking into a new, it is a chance, it is a cycle that is closing down, and that you get to step into the new. So draw the line in the sand, know that it's done, and actually step over that into the new, and give yourself some time to just sit in the new. What does it feel like to you? How does your being feel? How does your body feel? How are all of your parts doing? It's, to me, I always call it your kingdom. We have all of our parts in our kingdom, and we're bringing them all back. Last year, this year, we've been bringing them all back, so that coming into 2026, we can live our heaven on earth in the new world. And that makes me so happy and joyous, and finding my rhythm. I've really found my rhythm, and I am deeply in love with myself at the moment. And that just brings me so much joy to move into my new. And yeah, just finding that support. So support is your word. If you're needing support, if you're not really sure what you need to finish off coming into the new year, if you want to know what you're about to open to, book in a reading, book in a healing. The sessions that happen are magical and out of this world, is all I can say. Come and experience it. It can happen. You don't have to be here in person. We can do it over the phone. We can do it on Zoom. But if you're like, oh, I just need that little bit extra support because I'm unsure, jump in and get it done. Gift yourself that today. And the other part is my patches. I don't know if you can see my patch just there. They're changing my life. They're changing other people's lives. They're allowing people to have that support as you're moving into your new. That's what I've you definitely had them for, been wearing them for. The perimenopause thing punched me in the face, and now I basically don't have the symptoms of that. And I can't be more grateful that I gifted that to myself. So if you want to gift yourself something as you're coming into the new world, there's lots of choice there. Just get in touch with me, and I'll share all that you need. And otherwise, let's see each other in 2026. See you on the other side. Thank you for an incredible year too. I want to thank you all for being here, for watching each week, for being a part of all of this. I'd love more comments over the time, because it really makes me realize who's there, who listens and hears and feels this, and so that synergy can happen, that connection can happen when you drop a comment in. So there you go, tick, 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 Shona. And can't wait to be with you all, walk beside you all in 2026.